Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit coolladman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid-Man100X. How you guys doing? Welcome to college football. What's going on? So, we're going to be jumping into the pistol offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at a formation called a slot. We're going to be looking at a play called wide receiver screen. And also, I'm going to be breaking down a mini scheme for you guys to use with the wide receiver screen and the hidden thing that you can use in the wide receiver screen with the quarterback. A lot of screens don't have this option. I thought it was kind of cool to have, and I thought it was unique to share with you guys and also give you a mini scheme. So, like I always say, get your notepad, sit back, relax. Let's jump into a deep dive. So, we're going to be jumping into the wide receiver screen first to give you the explanation for that. Now, to run this wide receiver screen, it's a little bit unique because circle actually goes out and try to block for square, but also try to go inside to block the inside guy too as well, which is the slot defender. Also about this play is that you can throw to the wide receiver when you see that block opening when they backed up like this. But the unique hidden play with this, the unique hidden method with this thing is to run with the QB. Now, I know you're understanding, like a lot of QBs don't let you run with certain wide receiver screens, but I thought this a little bit unique for to use. So when you're running the screen, a lot of people look for the screen play on this, and he gets that nice little chop block there, right? Cool. But we actually want to draw to make this screen even better is actually backing up and looking for the hole for the receiver and actually taking it with the quarterback. Now, the cool thing about this wide receiver screen, it gives you an option to run with the quarterback freely because the running back steps up and block for you, as you can see there. So when you see, blitzes coming at you or anything like that, it can definitely open up a lot of things for you. So what I like about this play is that, man, it gives you so much stuff down the field that you can utilize, with a QB, a mobile QB anyway. So sometimes if you pay attention to the block, you can see these two guys actually runs out down the middle of the field. But if you see the right side of the field open, if you can outrun them, get that nice little move, you can see a lot of things open up for you. Now they're keying in on you. See, now they're back in the line keying in on the square, but it actually opens up, certain things down the field and stuff like that. Now, to make this screen better is you have to key in running plays. So you want this able to, but if he gets that chop block, he would be good. But sometimes it does not work. So we jump to the audible. So we got flood, HB dive, HB slam, and the wide receiver screen last. Because the cool thing about it, we have to mix in these plays with these two running plays, and we got a throwing play that we can throw to and change up anytime that we want, which is the flood. So this actually opens up stuff down the field too to overlay this. So what we're going to be doing here is utilizing the HB dive with the HB slam. But I'm going to show you where you can make the defense key in on these two plays to open up the wide receiver screen and the flood. So what we're going to be doing is trying to open up these plays with these two plays. So pretty much it's the same two running plays, but you actually add the wide receiver screen and the flood last, right? Cool. So what we're going to be doing here is switch to the HB dive. We actually want the defense to key in and load the box. That's what we want to do. You want to focus on loading the box as much as we can, right? So the HB dive is where we run to the right, and where we got the HB slam, we run to the left, which is all keyed in on the inside, as you see here. So we want them to load the box. That's pretty much what we're doing. We probably have to sacrifice a down, but we want them to key in on loading the box, which like 3-3 mug, putting a linebacker in there, everybody keying in on the box as much as we can. That's what we want. Now we got the box loaded. So now this actually opens up the flood or the screen. Now, this is a little tricky because we want to see how well they load the box. So now if he backed up, he can actually get thrown. So now we got that one-on-one coverage. We can shake anybody that we want to. So now this gives us an opportunity to utilize the HB dive and the HB slam as much as we can. So we just want to key in load in the box. Now that we see the box loaded, this actually opens up the flood here. So we actually loading, you know, seeing how it is. And we want to add a little bit, couple more things. So now we got triangle wide open right there off that give and go, which would have been a better route, but we got the couple yards that we want. Then we want to go back to the dive. We want to keep trying to get them to load the box. We want them to key in basically on loading the box here. So you see how we loading the box. We got people keyed in the block. We go right back to it because they're stacked now. So we got them keyed in on it because the practice went a little bit different, but you know, real life people want to, you know, stack the box if they want to. So now we go back to the wide receiver screen. As you see there, they backed up. So this gives us an opportunity here. So now he blitzing. We get that nice little chop block. Bam, we got us a nice couple extra yards down the field. You see how the scheme actually makes sense? Then now they're not loading the box again. We come right back to the HB dive, you know. Go our slide protection as much as we want. We want to add that. And just, you know, cut up the field as much as we can. You want them to load the box. That's the whole thing about this little mini scheme. You want them to load the box so they can key in on the run. They think they can stop the run, but we actually open up two other plays. So now they're actually keying in on that HB dive now. So this actually opens up the flood. So now we got an opportunity to throw that flood as much as we want for the out route, streak, anything that you want to throw to. Because the key thing about this flood, that you get a nice out route, then you got a table route with the other tight end, then you got that little, you know, out route with the triangle, then you got the streak. So anywhere you want to go, if his back is turned, then you can actually get that throw underneath. But you want to key in on the run. If you're really good at the run, you really don't have to worry about throwing at all, because these two runs just open up so many bigger holes for you down the field that it just gives you an opportunity to, you know, just keep, you know, running down the field as much as you want. You don't have to key in on everything that you see all the time because, you know, once you get the run going, it's hard to stop you anyway. So just like I said, if you key in on the HB dive and the slam, you ain't got really nothing to worry about, even though you probably can add a stretch or one of the strong plays in there too, because they do have other plays in the pistol that you can run. As you can see here, you can actually switch them out if you want to. They have the counter if you like running counters. They got the strong power. Just like the HB dive, they got the HB power O, and they got the read option too as well. And just like I said, the slam. So you can actually mix it in. You can actually take the HB dive out if you don't want to. You can put the strong there, switch it out, and you can put a counter there if you want to, or you can put the read, switch it up if you want to. Totally up to you. You know, if you like running counters, you can switch those two plays up and, you know, come out any play that you want to. And you can utilize the same method with these running plays. Now, these running plays are a little different because they got two blocking things. So the counter, you know, I already know with the counter situation, the counter make that left guard comes up, but, you know, just to add a different dynamic to the play, you'll have to be patient with it. Then also you have the strong here. The strong is pretty decent. I like the pulling guard. It's okay. But shoot, if you want to get to the outside of the field, the strong is good in this formation. And just like I said, you're coming down, you know, just keep, you know, drilling it down. So anyway, you can switch up the run if you want, just like this, and just, you know, find a patient run if you want to. And it's the same identical method. You want them to load the box. That is the whole objective. Basically, now everybody's on. Now he's probably going to go to the outfield, bam, and block him for you. Just to key him in, and you got a nice, you know, down the field go. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini scheme with the A slot, the pistol offensive playbook. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.